Can you give us a prediction on what we're going to predict?
Ooh, prediction on prediction. Wow, look at this. Something Piscean. There's the Hanged Man.
Oh.
And 2.
This could be a victim that's about to come out. Can you tell us who is about to come forward in the Epstein files?
Could it be a male? Because I actually have 2 men coming out. I'm seeing something about like photos or something of some people in pajamas.
This would be pajamas. It could be a photo of pajamas. So much water. So it's sort of like they're emerging from a place that we haven't seen. Virgo is clothing. There is something here that isn't being reported right now. And how do I know that? This is a newspaper. Okay. And this is something about clothing. It cannot come out yet. Hi, I'm astrologer Val Evans. It is July 10th, 2026, and we've got a Taurus moon today, a lucky day for my co-host Amber with Taurus Moon Tarot. If you like learning astrology, learning how to make predictions for yourself or others, or just talking about current events, you've come to the right place. Welcome, Amber. Oh my God.
Welcome.
Welcome, Cookie.
Here's Cookie. Yes.
And hey, Cookie. Cookie,
She's
what's up?
In my crystal. One of my crystals. She's very curious about this.
We had some quakes. Did you feel anything? That was a little north of you, right?
It was a little bit north of me. It's funny. I'm very sensitive to earthquakes generally. I have felt, I don't feel the necessarily shaking, but I feel off. And then I look and I'm like, oh, maybe there was some underlying energy that I could sense. Yeah.
Yes. No, we will not do that. Buckeye Clay fan, who is a cat lover and owner. So yeah, my sister's in El Salvador, and she says that in the home that she's staying in every once in a while, because there's a lot of tremors down there, and she'll keep fixing the pictures on the wall because they're always just slightly a little crooked. And she's like, I know I fixed it the other day. Right. Thank you, Shauna. Don't forget the Amazon link, and everyone's saying hello to Cookie. And anything else that's going on in California that you're thinking about, that maybe some intuitive thoughts about maybe the week ahead?
You know, today, actually, I had a lot of signs around animals. Funny, we're talking about dogs and cats. I had a praying mantis on my door that I had to sort of navigate around on my handle. And then I had 2 turtle doves or mourning doves fly almost into me under my back pergola in my yard. It scared me, but I thought maybe there's a nest of birds. I haven't found it yet. And then there was a new spider web in my garden that was enormous. So I was like, there's critters everywhere.
What are you getting as far as the general spread and your thoughts about the coming week?
Well, I actually looked at the title of the show after I pulled the cards, and it made a direct connection, which was really interesting. The first card I did receive was the King of Pentacles. And I see that we're talking about someone taking the throne. And the second clarifying card was another king, King of Wands, in reverse. So it's a little bit of a, shakeup around leadership or kings. And there's something that's stuck. 8 of Swords and the 2 of Swords. So this could definitely mean someone is mentally blocked. I'll be curious to see what kind of leaders we see. But it's good earth and fire energy all around.
Okay. So much about money, as we're seeing. It's just, and money is Venus. It could be Taurus, mostly Taurus and Venus, I would say. Especially with Pluto involved. If there's a connection with Pluto, it's a massive, massive amount of money. I had a little trouble this week. So the way I pull my weekly charts, and you got to be careful because you can get obsessed with this, but I will pull the chart for the week. Now, it could also be for the next few months. So this could be 1 month and the next month and the next. I look at it for the days. what I do is I pull the Sunday of the week and then I pull 2026, but my birth time and my location. So I saw Aquarius up there. That's the first thing I saw. And I was like, oh, okay. Things that move fast, could be community, giving back to others, all the nice things of Aquarius. But first, look at Uranus, the Lord of Aquarius. I have Uranus for this week in Gemini, and I had two close call accidents. The first happened right as the week started, and I was in my home. The floor had just been cleaned, and I was walking around in my socks. I did not see that coming. Gemini, of course, means two or more. So it's like, oh God, which one's, what's going to happen next? Keep in mind that there was water on the floor. There was a solution. There was liquid on the floor. Before I get into all of that, though, I should tell you that my birth time is 10:09 p.m. So normally you would see these days like this, but every house starts at 10:09. So that really means that the next part of that house is that next day. So this is really Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so forth. I guess it happened around this time frame with the North Node in Pisces, which means when it's square, it can mean slipping. Now we get down to Wednesday. All right, 2 days ago. What did I do? I wanted to go get something to eat at a local place, which is third house. To eat is Taurus. Let's see where Venus is, though. It's fine unless you've got Venus in a poor aspect. And I like to put them all together, the whole stellium together, and Venus squaring Uranus. And this is an accident. What was happening when I got in my car? Because I like to get carry out. I don't have time sometimes. I went to go get a Caesar salad and it started raining. So there's the liquid, there's the rain, and I came very close. Somebody almost ran into me within a foot at high speed, both of us slamming on our brake.
In the rain.
In the rain. 30 minutes before, everything was dry. I guess this is me in Leo. But thank the Lord, we have lucky part of fortune. Thank God. That must have saved me. There was no fender bender. Next week, I'm going to have the same rising sign. I wondered, should I be careful next week?
Okay, let's see if we have some kind of Aquarius energy. I think you're protected.
Right.
This is about being confident in your choices, and this is a protection sort of card in this question. So I think you're actually okay. I don't think you could expect anything unexpected. Those are very grounded and confident cards.
Unless it's a bully on the road who's pregnant. Right before I got my divorce, it was not even really a thought, but it was maybe 6 months before I decided to separate. I got hit by a big SUV. And who jumps out but a woman who's like 9 months pregnant? Talk about an omen. Like there's going to be a transformation happening and it's really going to hit you. I thought this was some good news. I shared this with you this morning, the rise of zodiacations, from astrology themed itineraries to horoscope wake-up calls. Celestial hotel packages cater to the demand for personalized wellness and travel. Got a lot of astrologers who come on here. They might be interested in that. It's good astrology news. And why astrology retreats are the next big wellness travel trend. So that's travel noir. Astrology retreats are bringing birth charts, lunar rituals, tarot, and energy healing into the wellness travel space. Great news for astrology. And this is just recent that these were published. We have so much going on in the news. I got to get Amber to pull a card on Mitch McConnell. There's a lot of sightings. Everyone's saying that they've talked to him. Stateside, we want to know what's going on with Mitch McConnell.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do think that he is stuck in well, that's interesting on the bottom. A birth of some kind. But the devil and this Empress together, I'm honestly feeling like, this is Capricorn energy, Saturn and Venus. I wonder if he is stuck in suspense, because this card always has him holding this, like the puppet person sort of, maybe he is in a place where he's being supported medically.
And I think it's a transformation of the government, because he's on his way out.
Yes.
Devil's going to bring him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Kentucky politics right now, I don't envy those folks in Kentucky. So, thanks,
I
Shauna.
asked if he's going to come back, and I got the Hanged Man. So
Doesn't
still
look
up in
like
the
it.
air, but yeah, it doesn't look great.
Apparently, H&M with kids met Casey and QC at Highgrove per Buckingham Palace about 30 minutes ago. Oh my God. All right. Well, we need a card about this.
Hot off the press.
Wow.
Happening in
Oh
real
boy.
time. Wow.
How did it go?
It's kind of lovely. I have my William card. This is, I mean, Queen of Wands. This is actually really good energy in that upright position. This is
Okay.
definitely coming together with all things, and it's a good energy with the Queen of Wands.
See, the tabloids are really like pitting them against each other, as they always do. Prince Harry visits hospital as brother William plays crazy golf, and King Charles examines a penguin. Also, King Charles takes a ride in a tank as Prince Harry's UK visit drama takes another turn. Can you tell us? We have King Charles with military gear on.
Ooh, he better watch it. It's the Wounded Warrior and then the Seven of Swords. So, you know, this is probably, don't repeat that. Don't put that gear on. Oh, look what's underneath.
Oh,
He might want to be a little safer in his choices. You know, the safety helmet, safety, another protection kind of message.
you got the magician card for the Harry and Meghan meeting. Would that be having to do with William?
That is the William card for me. Let's see. This is, yeah. There's still some lingering with the Hermit card and this 10 of Wands. This is about, it's heavy, right? There's a heaviness to it. So this is Virgo, and that's Harry. And then we have the Magician, which for me is William.
Maybe they're talking about moving. Maybe somebody wants to move. And
look what's on the bottom. The Chariot. Quite possible.
Eleanor, your football prediction came true. There was an hour delay, but England won. Yes. Amber, I think that was you. And a wellness retreat on the island of St. John. Oh, I love it. We're putting that on the list. Buckeye Clay fan wants to ask, does Spencer Pratt have a future in politics?
Interesting. I mean, there's an effort here, but this is not somebody in a position of power. This is a grunt worker. This is a worker.
It's a worker. Cindy, well, let's just jump right to ask Amber. Should I continue with intuitive learning?
Intuitively, I say yes. But let's see what card we have. Wow. This is definitely, I mean, this is about enlightenment. This is the card of enlightenment. So yes, definitely. You probably have good intuition already.
Maybe helping people who are stuck.
Yeah.
Now, would that mean that there could be a waiting period at all?
It means that there's a bolt of lightning, like a revelation. It's really in the upright about intuition being on point and having clarity and a sense of understanding. It's a good intuition card for that question.
I am going to get to some of my other omens, and then we're going to get to the Q&As. So we've got some omens. Trash from Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding is being sold online, and it looks quite professional too. They even stamped it with all that. Did you see that? But I don't like when trash is associated with something, because it means Scorpio, and that can mean jealousy, betrayal, revenge. Not trying to be negative, but am I seeing this with this couple? Is there going to be maybe some issues that are scorpionic for them?
Oof. Combined with the trash, my first word that came to my mind was discarded. Being discarded.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. No, this, I feel there's a go the distance. This is actually scorpionic though, this Ace of Cups. And this can mean something that's a little bit chaotic and has to be reined in as well. So there might be some turbulence, but there's a lot of emotion around it.
Definitely plutonic. I know, that's just he wasn't a guest. It was just some guy who saw the trash outside and started collecting it all. Crazy. Yeah, I think he collected another Scorpio thing, or Plutonian. I think he picked up like a pregnancy test. So I don't think you can buy that one though, but he just was listing all the things. Um, all right, let's see here. Okay, whoops. Total eclipse of the heart singer Bonnie Tyler died at 75. So you can't not think of her when I think of roller skating in junior high. Just an epic, iconic performer and song, but I thought it was quite Leo. And maybe even ushering in the eclipse season. Can you give us a clue on this total eclipse of the heart performer?
Wow.
Oh my God.
This is usually someone who has passed on. This is usually someone deceased. So let's get a clarifier for that. Just looks like her. It's interesting. It's almost like there's going to be a surge of people might be talking about communicating with Bonnie Tyler from the other side. We might see a little bit more psychic energy around her.
Okay. Interesting. All right. And we got one more here. Thank God. This is in New York. And I didn't really pull a lot of English news. Sorry about that. But we've got this beam that everybody's talking about, and it's in a New York building. But they managed to save the building. This is good, but it could represent lack of a foundation, maybe, but kind of teetering. Can you give us a card about that?
And I have to share, I saw another news story of a building from my hometown when I was young called Empire Towers had collapsed partially just several days ago. So around the same time as the New York building, another building, and I thought it was interesting that it was Empire Towers.
Oh yeah,
was about to collapse.
Like the Twin Towers in a sense.
Two. That's so funny because I'm talking about a second potential. Yeah. Wow. Is it an omen? Mm-hmm. Oof. Something further afield, some kind of collapse.
Okay. Well, sometimes it's good to have things collapse, things that were built poorly.
Yes.
All right. Everybody's talking about assassination right now with President Trump, his plane, so Aquarius. Israel shared intelligence with U.S. of Iranian plot to assassinate Trump, sources say. So we're looking at also Uranus and Taurus. This is, Israel. But just thought this was interesting. And I'm going to ask you a question on that. But to tie in, Navy captain says they've defended ship from Iranian attacks. And the name of the boat is the USS Abraham Lincoln. So we've got that assassination theme or attempt or whatever. It's a heavy question, but everybody's talking about it. What are you getting?
Wow. The Hanged Man wanted to come out, so I'll take that and I'll clarify it. Oh my gosh. Well, we have Taurus. Definitely we have Taurus, and water. Interesting. I don't know if he's planning to be on a boat. I actually get water energy around it. Someone from a boat. Is he going on a boat? I wouldn't go on a boat if I were him.
Don't garden.
Don't garden. Yes.
Don't do anything with soil.
I said, is there potentially an attempt? And it's that big yes again that I always say is a big yes with the Ace of Wands.
Yeah. History repeating itself. The Abraham Lincoln. Yeah. Twinning ends.
Oh,
yeah.
Look what's on the bottom. The boat.
The boat. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I wonder if he's due to be on a boat or something. Unspoken heart stillness. Drug company moved out of that building. Stacked too many floors on that old building. Do not get good vibes about it. Good Lady Liberty statue I've had in my mind. Yeah, that has been in the news. Yeah, Statue of Liberty. And oh, wow, MP Ann Whitcomb was murdered yesterday. Someone has been arrested. Thank you, Haley. I did not know that. What? Okay, let's look up her. Ann Whitcomb, and she's an MP. Maybe I'll just read this real quick. News doesn't say anything. What? Oh, it keeps bringing up another Whitcomb. I'll have to look it up later. I don't see it. Okay. Yeah, I know. Find me in the sky. Didn't Trump just predict his own future assassination attempt? Yeah, he's like, I'm there. It's almost like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him saying that. It's almost like he's bragging about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you see the change of Air Force One due to security concerns?
Good call. Change, being Aquarius. So the switch. Something on the menu when it comes to Aquarius. Elphaz, did anyone hear about that student pilot whose instructor jumped out of the plane mid-flight? Yes. So that was a really strange. So another Aquarius example.
Yeah, I'm curious if this was targeted politically in some way or
It
personal.
was man arrested on suspicion of murder of prominent British ex-politician Anne Widdecombe. Kind of recall we got a female Leo and there was like some kind of murder. I'll have to look back in some of our shows. Wow. So when did this all happen? Police said the incident is not being treated as terror related or politically motivated. British Interior Minister Shabana Mahmood said the circumstances of the death are extremely distressing. We don't like to see that. Okay, Buckeye Clay fan, for the Q&A, is there any romance in my future, especially after I move?
Oh, okay. Ooh, look at this, the magician. Yes, all things being created behind the scenes. So could be romance, and you might meet them in an unconventional way outside in a park.
Hopefully he's not. She's from Texas, so hopefully he's not wearing a hoodie in the summer.
Something about being outdoors, on a walk, outside.
Okay. You got to get out. You got to get out. Angel says, am I moving into in a new chapter? I need to move on and repair my life.
Two of Wands. You've already decided. So whatever the answer is that you already know. But this is about maybe retreating and maybe spending a little time on your own. This is isolation a little bit, but that's not always bad. It's not always bad if you're on your own.
You got to give a lot of thought. Don't pull the trigger until, correct me if I'm wrong, because Amber, you know a lot about this too, about the eclipses. It can be so intense emotionally. And they say that you really shouldn't make big decisions around eclipse times. Got to let all the pieces fall first, because you don't know everything just yet.
Right.
That's the problem. Yes. Trump told reporters he's #1 on the kill list. Yeah. We're going to do the Daily Telegraph. And let's see where we are right now. We did the solar return, which the birth chart is from 1855. And where are we right now? We are July 10th, right in the Virgo time period, and Mercury in Leo. So this is a group of royals. I'm already looking at where Meghan and Prince Harry are. So there's a T-square here, but there are some nice aspects. And so isn't it interesting that with a trine to Saturn, if you have that in your chart, it can show a reunion. So that's very good. We like that. And so how would that be reflected? It would be reflected that a reunion was maybe in the news. And then also a sextile to Uranus. So what do you think that is, Amber? Maybe we could get a card on it. The sextile to Uranus is like, it could be something that's just online that people are seeing, but people are seeing a change. And the way that I think of it is Brexit is being reversed. Could Mexit be reversed? What do you think?
Temperance and the Hanged Man. So this is about coming into a really good place And this is about having that enlightenment. This is definitely a nice energy together. So yeah, I could see that it's like bringing things into balance, having some kind of an agreement.
I'm happy
Temperance
for
is everybody corner.
temperance is what?
The temperance is more like everybody has sort of just, it could even be the agree to disagree, but there's like peace at the end of it. There's a little bit of balance.
Okay. Good. Yeah, we like the balance. Also, Virgo time period is closed. What were they wearing? But there is a lot of pain, though. You can see that T-square. There's a lot of pain with this group, and could be pain from bullying, number one. Just kind of weary, tired of people saying this and that, and it is difficult. It's right on the 12th house, which makes me think that it is quite secretive. You can't see it. You can only see just a little bit. And all right, so we've got July 5th. This is her weekly chart and monthly chart. This is Princess Catherine. And so we are into, it's going to be July 5th. It's going to be August 5th. And we're still in the Sag period here, which we would look to Jupiter. And we could just wrap all of these planets up together. And it's interesting. It's very interesting. We're going to see some photos, let me tell you, about Catherine. Obviously, we see her on that hill. But there's something coming in, it looks like, for the August time frame with Catherine, and it's part of this T-square. It's kind of like a block, and it is this T-square here. I wonder if it might be her muscles are hurting because Leo represents muscles. Next month.
I was thinking something I'll share in a moment. I've got the moving card again, and I have the wheel, which is Jupiter. So it's very good, but I almost get, could she be cutting her hair?
Or taking the extensions out.
Yeah.
Or both. Maybe.
Something about her hair.
Oh,
I don't know. Could her hair change?
It could. Leo's hair, and there's a T-square. She's like, I don't like it anymore. It's possible.
Yeah.
Oh, good one. Okay. Yeah. Can you imagine the tension between Meghan, Harry, and Queen Camilla? Hopefully nothing is recorded, just a feeling. Is there anything that's going to be nefarious about this group meeting?
Don't feel it. Well, interesting. There's some characters here. We have Harry. We also have possibly Meghan. And this is definitely, I always say this, my victim card. You know, someone can be perceived as playing the victim or being a little bit defensive and overly independent. So there might be a little bit of that. And underneath is this King of Swords. So it's a lot of talking.
Okay, a lot of talking. All right. Interesting. All right, I've got one more. I've got two more things I wanted to talk about. This show is about the king and the 6-month, countdown, basically. I really think that there's going to be a switch. It might just be that there are two kings. Prince William is helping King Charles. Do you think that that's going to be taking place? It's like a transformation over 6 months?
Well, it definitely goes straight to my initial card pull. Two kings, one stronger than the other. Maybe one is a little bit less, it's weakened in the reverse. But let's ask about the timing.
Okay, thanks, Unspoken Heart Stillness. King of Swords medical doctor.
Yeah, it's interesting. 4 of Wands is a home, real estate, but it's also maybe 4 months. Wands could be months.
Yet it looks positive. It looks like everybody's excited and happy. So that's a good
working.
thing.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, okay. All right, so now what I want to do, hopefully I can do this right because how are you on time? Are we all good?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's see if I can do this. Whoops, not that one. Now, I want to go over to look at Megan's week for this week. I haven't looked at it yet. So she was born at 4:46 a.m. Hopefully you can see that. Yes. And so what I would do is I would pull 4:46 a.m. and then I'm going to put in the year 2026 and then July 5th, which is the first day of the week. So it's going to show probably about this meeting. And so I'm going to calculate the chart and I'm going to add some of the aspects so that we can see everything. And of course, we're going to start on Sunday in the morning at 4 in the morning, which is here. Interesting. It's her rising sign is on the late part of Gemini, which represents to communicate. You're starting to communicate. And so cool that North Node is trining the rising sign, showing to communicate long distance. And there's a gain. There's a gain of good press, which is the ninth house, believe it or not. There's some people here in the background that she can't see that do not want her to have this good press. And or they don't want her to show pictures either. I guess, they're thinking they're going to show pictures from England. Oh God, no, no, don't let them show pictures. It would be terrible. So they're all fighting about it in the background. So that could be part of it. So now we've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's going to be the sixth house. It's 4:40 whatever in the morning, and that's Montecito. So there's a little bit of a time frame or time difference. But I'm going to say, whoa, I think it's in the Sag time frame that she is meeting with, where's Jupiter? Jupiter's in Leo, and it's with the king. Ouch. There's an ouch. There's an ouch, but there's a trine, a very positive trine to Neptune. So, oh God, it's like, it's good, but it's maybe reserved. And it's kind of like what you said, maybe conservative, but it certainly looks like they're trying to talk. Mercury retrograde. I don't know if you could see that. Yeah. Um, Mercury retrograde is like talking to the king. Oh, and it's in the second house. So that's something as well. Interesting. Now let's look at her kids this week. Fifth house would be Archie. So Venus is here. He looks good. He looks great. And then let's look and see where Lilibet is. She's going to be Jupiter. So, maybe Lilibet isn't very interested in talking. She's got other things she wants to do. So that's also a block. There's a T-square there. So what do you think this is? This trine to Neptune could be photos, video. It could be something. It actually could be something that is financial because of that Neptune there. And it's aimed at the second house with her father-in-law in there.
Yes. Well, I have my William card again. And I have the World card, but I've got the Seven of Swords again. So, it's sort of like people really maybe not being their most authentic self in this conversation. Maybe Will is a little bit less authentic, but I asked if it was going to be a photo of them. And I think if there's photos, maybe it's just of the cousins. And I have my Ace of Swords on the bottom, maybe on a set of stairs. The cousin.
So nice. So yeah, there is some positive things, yet that T-square really looks rough. And if we were to look at, and of course we're looking at Megan's weekly chart. If we wanted to see where William was, we would go to her husband and then we'd go to the 11th house. So we have to count around 11, which would be here. And so in her chart this week, Venus is actually William. And there is some battling behind the scenes, but not bad, not bad. There are some positive things with the part of fortune there with, you know what? I wonder if William is gonna meet Archie. Could we This will be the last question, I promise. Will
Yeah.
William meet Archie this week?
Wow. I'd say yes. Four of Wands. In a home, coming together. And I had two more cards on the prior Ace of Swords.
Okay.
Tell me we're not going to see stairs. Tell me we're talking about stairs without telling me. Both of these cards are about stairs. If there's a photo, there might be stairs.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about cats here. I hope I got everybody's questions. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we're always on Fridays, so check us out. We'll have more English news, more news from the UK next week. And Angel said, "Can you imagine if William and family meet their cousins? That would be nice. That would be nice." All right. Well, thank you so much, Amber, and we'll see you next time.